All right, I'm live. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining me today. We got some questions coming in. I hope everyone's doing well. All right. So we're going to be doing some politics and world event questions. So if anybody has any questions, you can submit those by typing them in the chat for me. Try to do it in all caps, a couple of heart emojis if possible, and get to as many questions as possible today. All right. Cool. All right. So before we get too far into the show, please do me a favor and please like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And get a little bit of a boost with having Linda on last week, which was a fun time. And once I get to 7,000 subscribers, we'll be doing a giveaway. Um, we'll be doing a free Reiki session and a free 30-minute reading. So once we hit that, we'll start up another contest to do that. I've been pretty busy trying to get my level 1 Reiki class all in order, so I will probably be posting about that here soon, but I think I'm going to start teaching it maybe in May or June. So I have a little bit of stuff to do. So if anybody's interested in that, send me an email at kevinlovingvibrations@gmail.com and just put it in the subject line Reiki class, and I'll keep you on the list. So when we start, you'll already be in the loop. But I'll be doing some more live streams or pre-recorded shows, talking a little bit more about Reiki, probably doing a collective Reiki session or two, which I'm excited about. I don't have it planned just yet, but here soon. So keep an eye out on that. And if you need to get a hold of me for a reading or a Reiki session, you can email me at kevinlovingvibrations@gmail.com. And you can also text me at 440-376-4088. I have all that information in the description box. All right, I see we have a lot of questions coming in, so we'll go ahead and get started. I haven't been watching the news too much lately, but we got a lot of stuff going on. All right. I will not be going live with Mel today. Sure, Barbara, send me an email. Mel's on vacation right now, so I think the plan is to have our show next week at the usual Thursday time. I do have Kevin Lewis, the healing medium, and Stouffer Cavins coming on my channel on Sunday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we're going to be doing some personal readings. So I'm really excited to have them on. So make sure to stop by and get to as many questions as we can. So, all right, you guys. So let's see. I want to read on the banking system. Let me send a question on that. All right, Earth Mama. Let's throw some cards on it. I do feel like, I mean, obviously, it was not a good idea to roll back regulations when Trump was president, and I think this is what we're starting to see from it. I do feel like there may be a couple banks that close, and I think that they've only had one that have closed so far, but I don't see this becoming a big disaster, crashing our stock market or our banking system here or globally. I don't feel that at all. So, but I'll throw some cards on it for you all. I know a lot of people are nervous. All right. Yeah, you guys, I think it's going to all be okay. Does feel like it's obviously a little bit shaky right now. A lot of people are really afraid if they're going to be left out in the cold or like that financial collapse. Um, but I get that people are working really hard to correct this, and I do feel like maybe not right at this moment, but at some point, um, those old regulations from the past, was it Dodd-Frank bill, coming back because we have like revisiting of the past um, with the wheel to something significant with that. And things sound in, for the structure of the banking institution, but I do get that there was some nefarious activities. Um, and I think even too before this one bank was collapsing, that all the head people got big bonuses and a lot of shady stuff behind the scenes going on with that. Um, yeah, so I feel like it's going to be okay, you guys. It feels like the energy feels a little wonky right now. There's definitely a lot of fear with that, but I don't get that it's going to be a total collapse. I have them working really hard to fix and correct this issue. And we have the stars as our future outcome. So there's a lot of things that will, um, bring that the optimism, that hope. Um, so I think it's all going to be okay. But people, you know, you let go of the regulations too much, and then you have all these shady people in there um, doing stuff that they shouldn't. And thank you, Wendy. These videos are for entertainment purposes only. I'm not too, like I said before, I'm not watching the news too much. But I do feel like there may be another collapse of a bank or two, but I think it's all going to stabilize. Um, let's see. Oh, wow, we already have 156 people watching. Thank you. Wendy asks, will Comrade Carlson be held accountable for his actions? I don't know if, sorry to say, I don't know if I feel like I see him behind bars or I do see legal challenges for him. It feels more like civil cases and him having to pay a lot of money. Yeah, Elizabeth Warren is furious. Yeah. I see a big investigation into that Libra lady with all their bonuses and salaries that they took, and I think that they're gonna. I don't know. I feel like there may be even some people that go to jail over it. Hey, Connie B. But yeah, I see Carlson losing a lot of money, and I don't see him on being on Fox for too much longer. I don't know when, but hey, Sandra. I don't know who James Comer is, Valerie. All right. Ucker with an F. What's his future look like? Ooh, first card out to Tower, so not good. Yeah, he's gonna have to pack his bags and go from Fox. It's gonna cost him a lot of money, though. I'm not getting any legal cards here. I'm sorry to say, Wendy, but he's feeling very stuck and conflicted, unsure of what direction to go in. Um, we have the Ace of Pentacles crossing him, so his obstacle is taking money, or it could even be from countries that we don't have to get too much into, but from foreign countries, I feel like. Yeah, overseas money is what I'll say with that. But the finances, him juggling and them being very unstable, has got him anxious and worried. It's interesting though. We have Trump coming up here, and there's almost a bit of disappointment there with him. So maybe some regret. I don't know how capable he is of regret, but some regret that he got on the Trump train. Don't think like he's a huge fan of him, but obviously he's doing his work. Um, and then we have the Eight of Cups, so like having to walk away in shame is what I'm feeling. Yeah, he's about to have his tower moment though. So it's like everything that he's worked hard for comes crumbling down. He built his future on a rocky, un, unstable foundation. Yeah, so he's got some legal woes, but it feels like it's more like civil because I see him getting hit financially. That's what I'm feeling. Oh, that's awesome, sweetie, darling Lulu. Okay, let's see. Will the House raise the debt limit? Are these two questions related? Are Republicans trying to? Well, of course they're trying to sabotage this agenda, Earth Mama. I do think that they will raise the debt limit, but it's going to be very close. I mean, obviously there'll be some that will try to wreck things. We kind of see what's going on in the House right now with some of the crazies in there, but I see it getting passed. I'll throw a card or two on it, but yeah, I get yes, but it's going to be like really close. People are going to be really kind of nervous. A lot of people are going to be like wondering if their financial securities, you know, if it's going to be wrecked. And there will be some of them that, won't care, won't look at it clearly. But there's a lot of communications coming through, and I actually feel like group work. So I think bipartisan work to get this debt limit raised. And then we have the magician. It's a bit of a battle. It's like almost like they have to rush through to get it done, but I see them getting it done. So I would try not to worry about it too much. I know it's hard, but Electra Storm, I vaguely remember hearing about this. She says the Chinese businessman that was just arrested by the Southern District of New York connected to Bannon. Will this cause Bannon trouble? I see a lot of trouble for Bannon. I don't know if it's just from this though. Arlene, I think it's going to be okay. I just read on the banking situation. There's a little bit of uncertainty right now, but I think people took advantage of them deregulating, and but I don't see a banking collapse. I don't remember what this Chinese businessman's name was. If anybody in the chat knows and wants to send it. I just heard yes. It feels like he knows quite a bit of stuff. I think more than just Bannon, too. Ooh. Yeah, I get that. He's shedding light on a lot more stuff. It was very foolish what they were doing. It's going to cause Bannon a lot of stress, a lot more stress than he already has. It's his ending here. This is isolation because of being tied to the devil and his abuse of power. I'm not sure exactly. I'm not sure exactly what this is in regards to, because the SDNY is investigating Trump on the campaign finance. So I don't know if it's that, but I feel like he knows a lot, and he's going to say what he needs to say to save his own behind. Yeah. And definitely, like I said, it's bigger than just Bannon. I think he knows a lot about a lot of the Republicans. I'm not doing personal readings today, love kind. Come back on Sunday night. I have Kevin Lewis and Stouffer joining me. We'll do some personals then. He's got a long list of charges. Yeah, I think it's bigger than just him. Other people involved with it as well. I'm getting a strong yes to that elector storm. Oh, wow. And were they funneling money to the Republicans? Is that what if I remember correctly, I feel like that was the case. Oh, of course his apartment burned down. I feel like they still have more stuff. They have their own evidence. Yes, he was. Yep. That because it feels like there was a big channel there is what I was feeling. Oh yeah. And maybe this is like the start, because I remember I said before, like in the fall time, it feels like a lot coming out with foreign money and dark money going to a lot of politicians, especially um, the Republican Party. Yeah, he's tied to Trump. Yep. You can call me Kevin Loving. Yes, you can. Thank you for sharing that, Viviani. Just going through, making sure I'm not missing any more. Yeah, he's going to talk. I see him giving up a lot, and it's bigger than just Bannon. But yeah, pretty interesting that his apartment um, was set on fire. I think that was obviously um, to get rid of evidence. Let's read on the the Texas judge, the abortion pill ban. I almost feel like he's going to ban it, and then I feel it going up to a higher court because I feel like people are upset. I feel people protesting. Like I feel like people are really upset by that. Does anybody know the judge's name? Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be banned, but I think it's gonna be short lived. Thank you, Gloria. Very sweet. Yeah, it's gonna take a little bit of time, but I see it being reversed. And I see it going to a higher court with the justice card. I'm sorry to say, you guys. Yeah, there's that abuse of power. But I see it getting people together, you know, and inspiring like a lot of women's rights marches and a lot of women coming together and standing up against this, fighting this abuse of power. And really, people, there's momentum gathering from these people. It's a bit of like a wait and see, but eventually we'll be victorious with it. Judge Matthew, thank you. Yeah, and I think obviously his bias is going to influence that decision, but I see it going to a higher court. It's just so sad what's going on in this country. I mean, it really is, taking women way back, and it would be the same thing as if we were demanding men to have vasectomies and controlling men. That would never fly. But it's okay to do it to a woman. It just makes no sense. Yeah, they might try birth control next, but that I don't see going through. But yeah, it's just crazy. Yeah, pan Viagra. Absolutely, Kathy. And just to think too of all the women that are going to, have to do extraordinary measures to terminate a pregnancy, or the women that um, you know almost die in the hospital because they have health conditions or can't have a viable pregnancy, and these doctors are afraid of losing their medical license and can't do anything because of these laws. It's just it's very it's very, very sad. But you know I don't want to have us all dwell on that angle. I do see at some point Roe v. Wade being codified again. I feel like actually next year, and I see federal legislation to guarantee women's rights to their own body and their choices for what's best for them. But it's just a shame that in the meantime you have people dying I don't know if they've really talked about that yet, but I do feel like there may be a couple women that end up having to pass away because of um, not being able to carry a pregnancy. And okay, so Betty, a lot of people are asking about hurricanes. So I definitely feel a significant one on the east coast of Florida. Um, and I'm picking up a major one. It feels more in the Gulf, like Texas, Louisiana again. I'm not feeling one so much on the west side of Florida this year, but more like in the middle of the Gulf. So maybe it being some affected on that, but not like a direct hit. But I'm feeling like three major hurricanes this season. It feels like the one hitting the East Coast is the one that's really standing out most strongly to me. East side of Florida. So, you know what? Everybody just needs to, be prepared to the best of what they can. This is going on everywhere on Earth. Um, all the crazy Earth activity. So if you're able to, have have those batteries and flashlights and extra food and bottled water, just making sure that you're prepared because it's happening everywhere. There's going to be so much flooding this year, I feel. Um, I do feel some fires too and major storms, but thank you, Sacred Hag. So we just all have to be really prepared. You might think that you're in a location where you have to worry about stuff, but things are just really crazy right now. So being prepared and just having things in order, I think, is what we all need to do. Yeah, that's very true, Sandra. All right. Yeah, I'm feeling like three pretty large hurricanes this year. I haven't heard about this. Butterflies are free says, will MTG be in trouble for disclosing, is that classified information regarding the border? I haven't heard about this. If anybody else can give me some more details about that. What kind of information she disclosed? It was confidential but not classified. Yeah, we're all kind of sick of MTG. Oh, awesome, Rebecca. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know if she's going to get in trouble, but I definitely feel like an investigation into this because we have Biden or Garland coming through. Um, my Jack Smith card, so I feel like the January 6th is what's really going to get her in trouble. But it's like there's information and reviewing the information. and a lot of bad judgment there, clearly. Um, yeah, you know, she's coming in the Page of Cups, so somebody that's obviously not very grounded, not very mentally well either. I'm picking up with that. And I have Trump coming in through this too, so maybe Trump even telling her to release it just to cause that chaos and everything. Is she going to get in trouble from this? I'm not feeling that, but she's going to have her downfall one way or another. Yeah, I agree. She needs to be removed from that. I feel like an investigation into this actually, but I don't know if it leads to. I think she'll be removed actually. Maybe if they have a new speaker, they can change up these committee assignments. I'm not sure how that all works. Because I don't feel like McCarthy's going to be in there till the next election. We just have to deal with all the chaos in the meantime. But you know what I'll say too? I think that it's really turning a lot of people off, this circus that people are watching. A lot of independents or even some more like the moderate Republican voters. They don't like this. We're going to see the Republican Party fracture into two groups, and there's going to be a lot of infighting between the two groups. So, maybe this is just to help bring that awareness for people to see what the Republican Party really is right now. No, she's not qualified. We all know that. But I don't think she's doing herself any favors by being on that committee and people actually seeing what all the chaos that she's starting to. All right. Yeah, they should remove her. I'm not disagreeing with that, but Valeria says Republicans investigating Hunter. They are saying Biden family has money trailed to China. Will that hurt Joe? Is it true? I think that this whole investigation into Hunter Biden, I don't see that being successful at all. I'm not feeling like it really, this really hurting Joe Biden. I don't feel like it is true, Valeria, but I don't see this hurting Biden. I feel like Biden is going to be reelected in 2024. I see so many people turned off by the Republican Party, and we haven't even seen like the beginning of like the madness of the circus that's going on. It's a nothing burger. I agree. As Linda G would say, nothing burger. I'll throw a couple cards on it. I'm not going to go too in depth, but mean, they're the Knight of Swords, so they're being very impulsive and just trying to see anything that's going to stick with it. You know, this is like going into calmer waters. So just know, you guys, that like the shit show that's going on right now, it is going to go into calmer waters. It's all just, I think most people see that it's, you know, an investigation just to hurt Biden. There's really no merit, no facts there. I actually think that it's going to backfire on them. No, I don't think that there's really anything there, you guys. Yeah, I feel like Hunter Biden may actually sue for harassment and defamation, Kelly. Absolutely. He's getting pretty close. I know he's getting sick of this. I don't know who James Comer is. I mean, but I don't. Kathy says James Comer is telling lies on Fox News. Do they ever tell the truth on Fox News? Yeah, very true. The Trumps, they have a huge money trail to China, so it's not. It doesn't even really mean a whole lot, does it? Comer's now posting. Well, he better be careful because, yeah, I do feel like Hunter Biden is going to file some lawsuits. Right. Better be careful about pointing out money trails to China. All right. Oh, he's a congressman from Kentucky. Got you. Thank you, Kathy. Yeah, I don't see that working. So, yes, Catherine. Just, will DeWine ever get voted out? He's from Ohio. Well, I feel like this is his second term, so I think that this is his last one anyway. I was hoping for Nan Whaley, but I didn't feel like like she was going to get it. But I'll tell you what's going on in East Palestine, Ohio. I see DeWine really having a lot of heat from how he handled that. So I don't know if there's rules on how long a governor can sit in Ohio, um, but yeah, he's getting a lot of backlash from that. Even investigations into his handling, I just heard. So yeah, why is Kevin not in? I don't know what you mean, Gloria. I've read on this a lot. Lynn says, "What's the relationship like between Biden and Harris? It seems strained." Thank you. Yeah, it's his second term, so he's up. But yeah, there's definitely some kind of cover up with that Palestine derailment, and I see that really hurting DeWine. I'll throw some cards on it, Lynn, but I feel like a lot of people have asked if Biden will have Kamala on his ticket in 2024, and I feel absolutely. maybe I misread that then. I don't know who Comer was anyway, so. All right. It does actually. I do feel like there is a little bit of a strain between their relationship at the moment. I think they're going to move past it though. They have the Hangman at the bottom of the reading here, and there's like some disappointment with it too. Even having to defend. I feel like this is Kamala defending though. I feel like Biden may have had a talking to her about maybe something that she was handling, or maybe wanting more, putting more on responsibilities on her and really getting her out there a little bit. And maybe it's like just like finding that balance. But I do think that they're going to find the balance. They have the temperance here, so it's kind of like an element of patience, getting things cleared up. There's strength in that partnership there. And like this is the opportunity again, like the Ace of Pentacles, so like working together. So yeah, it feels like it is a little bit strained at the moment actually. But I feel very strongly Biden is gonna have Harris on this ticket. So they'll move past whatever difference in opinion that they had. I feel like it was just like a difference in opinion, nothing like major. Harris was on Stephen Colbert last night. She seemed very positive and said she is definitely interested in the Biden-Harris ticket. Okay. Yeah, I feel like maybe it was just a misunderstanding. It doesn't feel like it's something super, super serious. I see them moving past it, Lynn. Yeah, I definitely picked up Biden's loyal to Harris. Absolutely. Hey, Tisha. The spirit watcher, Suzanne, what she said. No evidence that Biden has any financial ties to Russia. George Messiris, Hunter's lawyer, says the investment company, which Hunter has an equity stake of about 4.2 million at today's rate. Thank you, Rebecca. So is he saying that that Hunter has financial ties to Russia? Is that what you're saying, Suzanne? Oh, China. I got you. Okay. I still don't see it turning up into anything, and like a lot of people in the chat have said, it's pretty hypocritical that Republicans want to go after the Bidens for maybe some kind of financial ties, but look at the Trumps and look at a lot of the Republicans too. So yes, and that's very true. Lillian says, Vice President is doing her assigned job. I don't know why people are worried about her. She's a strong woman, and vice presidents are not so much in the spotlight. I agree. And you have to think, though, too, for the first 2 years, she was overseeing a lot of the Senate stuff and having to vote on that because we had a 50-50 Senate. So yeah, she was busy with that too. So we haven't really seen a whole lot of her, and typically we don't see a whole lot of the vice president. I mean, we didn't really hear much about Mike Pence when Trump was in office. So Yeah, and she will, Kelly. J.O. says, will McConnell's brush with his mortality well-being give him pause to maybe do something decent for the people and the country instead of only thinking of the GOP party list? Well, you know what? I think it's pretty interesting. Um, I don't have any respect for Mitch McConnell, so don't take this the wrong way, but he has stood out a couple times recently, um, and he's really not a big fan of where the Republican Party's going, and really trying to, um, because he sees what this MAGA part of the party is turning into, and that the party is actually kind of embracing it and turning into that, and he knows that that's not a winner for them. I mean, we saw him out, um, you know, not talking about Trump's um, Senate picks in the voting in the midterms. He just came out and said that January 6th did happen, and um, denounced Fox News, Tucker Carlson's video footage of it. So he's doing some things, but I don't think what he's doing now is, I don't think it's making up for a lot of the things in the past. But I don't think McConnell's going to actually stand. I'm not sure when he's up for re-election, but I see like the health issues. I think it's a little bit worse than what they said on the news. I think they were saying just a concussion and a broken rib, but I do feel like it was quite a bit worse. So I think he'll be out for a little while. Um, but I don't feel like he's going to finish his term. I do not pick up good health with him at all. And I actually feel like he's got to be careful too, because it feels like he's way out of balance with his stepping. I do feel like he fell. I know other people were maybe saying that there was something more nefarious to that, but I do think that his balance is part of the issue. That's very true, Electrostorm. Yeah, Pence will testify eventually, but he's trying to delay it. It's not going to work, though. He's going to have to testify. Let's just take a look at McConnell. Ooh, I don't like these cards for him at all. He's got the Hangman, so this is like delay and him probably being out crossed by the Tower. So this is like some upheavals for him, and yeah, not a good card to have crossing the energy. A lot of infighting too. I almost feel like his wife is telling him that, okay, you've had enough. It's time to step down. I see him leaving, you guys. This is, you know, walking and moving on. He's got a lot of stress and burdens. Yeah, and this can often be poor health too. So, yeah, I feel like he's gonna have to leave. Maybe not quite from this. Maybe he'll go back for a little bit, but maybe another health challenge comes up with that. Yes, McConnell does always support, um, his best interest, but also I think the Republican Party and their principles, and he knows that where the party's going is not going to win, so he's not very happy about that. Oh, Karen says, I think staying upright and strengthening his legs is why he went to rehab. Yeah, I feel like he may. Feel like he may have another fall actually. And I don't feel like it's going to be like Rick Scott that replaces him. I don't feel that at all. So I wouldn't worry about that, you guys. All right. All right, you guys. I'm probably going to do another question or two. I got to wrap up here soon. But Scott Perry, I just heard no. He's not going to be able to run in 2024. I'll throw a couple cards on it, but I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think he's going to be able to run because he's going to get in trouble for the January 6th stuff. I feel like he actually may be one of the ones that has to leave before his term's up. Yeah, I think they changed the law in Kentucky, Kelly. I think he has to do somebody from the same party because they've been aware of McConnell's health and that he may not finish out his term. So, all right, Scott Perry. Yep, and the first card out's the Tower. I would say no. Because of Trump and the insurrection. Yep, he's going to walk away. Endings. So there's a Tower moment coming for him. This is like Trump and the insurrection is what I'm feeling with that. I mean, he's not going to go willingly. He's trying to hold on, but he's going to have to walk away. And it's the death card, the ending. I get an absolute no. There'll be others too that won't be able to run. I'm feeling like there's a good like half dozen at least that are going to have to go. I'm aware that the governor of Kentucky is a Democrat. They changed the state rules so that he can't appoint somebody from a different party for a Senate seat, Kathy. Thank you, Jamie. I appreciate being here with all of you as well. I thought, today would be a good day to come on. I was having some internet issues on Tuesday. We were getting some snow. And then, of course, by the time that I would have went on, it would have been fine. But I wasn't doing a show with Mel today, so figured I'd come on today. I was getting some of my Reiki handbook together for when I teach it. So yeah, but I'm very happy to be on here with all of you. I always enjoy it. All right, you guys, let's do one or two more. I don't think we're going to get indictments for St. Patty's Day, but I think soon, very soon. Actually, for me, like the 21st of March is really standing out. So I think that's next Tuesday. But it feels like we're really, and I've said this for the last month or two, we're really kind of on that precipice of some action really coming in. I feel that very strongly. So I'll just ask the pendulum, is there indictments coming for St. Patty's Day? It's saying no. That's for next week. All right, so is there any indictments coming for Trump next week? Well, we're getting a yes. Ask if it's Fani Willis. Are the indictments coming from Fani Willis next week? And I'm getting a yes. Timing's always a little hard to pinpoint, but it's coming very soon. We're doing that more for fun. Thank you so much, Lynn. Blessings. Yeah, I agree. It's been long, way too long. I really think And me and Linda were talking about it last week when she was on. Um, a lot of us were feeling indictments before the midterms, and I do think because he announced he was running, Garland appointed the special counsel, Jack Smith, because of that, and so it delayed things a little bit. But I feel like they're pretty ready to go on the documents case. So, okay, is that the first day of spring? So yeah, next week is the equinox, the new moon, and Pluto goes into Aquarius. So it's next week for sure. Okay, thank you, Karen. I don't know. I don't feel Kentucky having a Democratic switch for their state government. Not right now, anyway. Sorry to say, Kelly. They're pretty red. I mean, some there's some blue districts in Kentucky, but everything's so gerrymandered. I'm sure. That's a good question. If McConnell leaves, will the Senate Republicans become as radical as the House Republicans? I don't think so. I mean, you definitely have some of those characters in the Senate, um, but not like the House. No, I actually think they'll probably get somebody like Mitt Romney or somebody that's can do bipartisan work. Um, that's not like. Please do me a favor and hit the thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate that. And please subscribe. Help me get to 7,000 subscribers. That would be awesome. Yes, we all have to have that champagne chilling in the fridge when Trump's indicted. For sure. It's coming soon, you guys. Yeah, Kentucky's gerrymandered beyond belief. Yeah, I still feel like it may be Fonnie Willis may be the first to indict, although I don't think Bragg is too far behind him. But I feel like there's some, probably because of what's going on in Georgia, um, what with them allowing to dismiss prosecutors. I don't see that working for Fonnie Willis, but I feel like it's getting things fast paced because she has to work quickly. Yes, I see Ohio going back to blue. Um, I don't know if it's 2024, but I'm feeling like maybe by 2028. So it might be a little while, electric storm. But yes. Oh, it could actually be 2024, actually. I feel like Sherrod Brown's going to keep his seat. So, all right, you guys. Well, I'm going to sign off for today. Please do me a favor, hit the thumbs up and subscribe. And also, please come on Sunday. I'm having Kevin Lewis, the healing medium, and Stouffer Cavins joining me at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be doing some mini personal readings, so I'm really excited for that. And if anybody's interested in a reading or a Reiki session, or if you want to be put on the list, if you're interested in a Reiki class with me when I'm ready to get to that, send me an email at kevinlovingvibrations@gmail.com. We can get something scheduled for you, or if you're interested in the class, when I have more information, I'm ready to give out. You'll be the first to know. So, all right, everyone, have a blessed day, and I'll see you all real soon. Take care. Bye, everyone.